Okay, well, hello everybody. You may remember back in video, whatever it was, 2 or 3, I changed the footrest rubber because it fell off, and I used Yoo-hoo, which don't know what I did with it. There we go. I used this all-purpose adhesive, which is what we used to use on for hand grips and things like that back in the day. It gave you enough slide and slipperage to assemble the grips onto the handlebars before it locked solid. I tried it on the footrest and I was confident with it, but as you can see, it fell off after about 20 miles. So the next thing to do is try something a little bit more brutal. So I'll set the camera up on the bench and we'll try something else in a moment. Okay, so what I've done, because you don't need to see me take the footrest off, is scraped all the glue off the footrest, and you can see I have it set up in the rubber, but this time I'm using 4 drills. I've got long shank drills, I happen to have them, but you could equally use screwdrivers. Oops, get my finger out of the way. You could equally use screwdrivers or anything really, just to hold the rubbers away. So when I put the glue on it and push it in there, most of it will go down inside before it gets rubbed off by the leading edge. I've noticed that once again the actual rubber is completely clean and the adhesive stuck to the metal and not to the rubber. So whether that's
mold release oil,
mold in the rubber or what, I don't know. But I'm going to use what in England is known as Araldite, which is a 2-part epoxy resin. So it comes in a red tube, which is the hardener, and a white tube, which is the adhesive, and they're brightly coloured so that you don't mix the two up and put the wrong lid on, thereby permanently sealing it shut. You can see it sticks like the proverbial to a blanket. It's probably a bit over the top, but I'm not too worried about how well it sticks the rubber on, because I can always Stanley knife it off again should I ever need to. So let's try a little bit of that. It's quite stiff because it's cold. I should have put it out in the sunshine or heated it up or something in water, but hey, it is what it is. We'll make the best of what we've got because we've started this video. So I'm going to get equal parts like that, and then a little bit more up this end. Rub that off. This is the sort of stuff you buy for your house to do a small job, and then you end up with half a tube left, which you can never find when you want to reuse it to do another job in 2 years' time. Yeah, so let's mix that as best we can. I think I'll try and sit on this plastic a minute just to hold it steady. You can use any
impervious surface.
Any surface really that you can throw away. So I've given it a good old stir up there. I don't know if is that in on the camera? No, brilliant. Yeah, just out of sight, or not quite, but anyway, you get the idea. Look, so we'll get some of that and we'll start spreading it on. So let's, in fact, I think it's going to be easy to take that out of there a minute, and we'll have to struggle putting it on there, so that'll be entertaining to watch. So let's spread this around a bit. You only have 5 minutes to work on this because it's Araldite Rapid. There is half an hour Araldite, but most of the times you haven't got time to wait for half an hour because you're trying to hold something together while it goes off. But there we go. Look, so that's nicely smeared around. So let's have another go. This is the Mark II version. So let's spread those drills out at roughly 90 degrees. It's only to hold the rubber open, just to stop it from wiping off the glue as you push it on. It's a bit... It's... Okay, it's a bit of a pig because we're having to stretch the rubber, but that's got on pretty well enough to get it enough inside, and now I can push that on properly. And there we go. Let's have a quick compare. Right. Okay, so that now looks like that. We'll just get off any excess because this time it's going to be a pig to wipe off. Okay, so you can see it just, everything just sticks to everything. It's pretty nasty stuff on this sort of quantity. So there we go, let's leave that and we'll see how that happens. Okay, so it was a bit of a pantomime, but as you can see, most of it went inside, so I didn't have a lot of excess to scrape off, as I did with the Yoo-Hoo. So, as I say, it is maybe overkill for a rubber footrest, but if this comes off, well, I don't know. I'll have to find out what I should do it, how I should do it properly. So let's see if I can perch it between my knees and put it all back together. Nothing you haven't seen before, I'm sure, but it just finishes off the video. So there we go, that goes in there, spring washer, nut. He said. All right, mate. There we go. Gotcha. Okay, so let's see how that settles down. Watch this space, catch you in the next one.